Week, in conjunction with the Ohio Lottery Partners in Education program, we recognize a role model student from somewhere in the state of Ohio. This week, we head to St. Ed's High School. They won the Division I state football championship last week. One of the reasons why Michael Kilbane, outstanding defensive lineman, a Division I recruit, really good in wrestling, a 4-point student in the classroom. You get the idea. Michael Kilbane does a little bit of everything. Michael Kilbane, the Ohio Lottery Partners in Education program, is proud to salute Michael Kilbane from St. Edward High School, this week's Shining Star. St. Ed's repeated as Division I state football champs this year in large part because of a dominant defense. Defensive lineman Michael Kilbane was one of the most dominant players on that defense.
Just got to be relentless, play in, play out. We know that it's a tough physical job. A lot of running in it too if you play it the right way. Just gotta have that mindset. Play every play like it's your last, and good things will happen, as so far they have throughout the year.
Relentless. He's a great kid, strong kid. He plays his position technique-wise so well. And then he's got athleticism, so not only does he have great technique, but then he hunts kids down. If you run away from him, he chases you from the backside, you run to him, he can flatten down and make the play, and he gets after the quarterback pretty well.
It often appeared there was more than one defender wearing number 47 because Kilbane was simply all over the football field. Kilbane and his teammate Wyatt Gideon continued the tradition of really good defensive linemen at St. Ed's.
Some decent pass rush moves. I think it was speed to power and power to speed. He does that real well. He uses his hands real well. We've had some. The great thing about St. Ed's is they come back. Mike O'Malley's coaching. My first year. And then you've had Seamus O'Malley and Jeff Petrowski and now Wyatt and Michael and other guys that have just, and they come back and sort of, I think these guys they wear their numbers and they want to be those guys, you know what I mean? And that's the cool thing.
It's just that relentless effort that I and my teammates always give in every play. Coach Pappas, he's the best in the business at instilling that culture into us. And we call it loafs. Like, everyone's motivated not to loaf, because if you loaf, then you're going to get yelled at in film and everything. But another thing is he just builds that character in us that we got to play for our brothers and everything. So we just try and make every play that we can and play every play like it's live.
In the classroom, Kilbane has above a 4.0 GPA. He had more than 25 college scholarship offers and decided to attend Northwestern University next year.
I really just feel like it was just the best option for me. Many great schools that I built great relationships with their coaches. Really thankful for all those opportunities. But I feel like Northwestern just fit me both as an athlete, student, and person. I feel like that just was the best option for me.
How important are grades, and what do you want to study there?
I want to be going to something with business, but grades are really important to me. My parents, they've really just it's been a big thing in our household. I'm competitive with my sisters with it, and brother too, because they had really good grades in high school too, and I try to emulate that in the same way that they did.
When you talk to Michael Kilbane, you realize family is very important to him. It pushes him to excel in another sport, wrestling, where he's also one of Ohio's best.
My goal is to win a state championship. Didn't complete that last year, took fourth heavyweight, but I've been doing it since I think kindergarten. I have cousins, and one was a 3-time state champ, national champ in high school. So it's really been a big thing in our family for many, many years, and I feel like I just want to be the next guy in our family to be that great wrestler as well.
If you get the idea that Michael Kilbane personifies a lot about what is good about high school sports, you'd be correct. And this story about something that happened with the Eagles' rival St. Ignatius during the regular season says it all.
A story about him, after in our first Ignatius game, he hit the Ignatius quarterback Pappas, and he sent him a note after, just making sure he was doing okay. And his dad, I actually saw Pappas' dad in the parking lot last week, and he said, I want you to know, Michael Kilbane sent him a note, and he thought real highly of him. So I think that sums him up. He's relentless, but he does it with class and plays football the way it's supposed to be played.
If you know a student who deserves recognition, we want to hear about them, and you can nominate them completely online. Go to OhioLottery.com. Find the About section. click on Partners in Education. There you will see links to nomination forms. Nominate that student as an academic all-star, and they could end up being featured as our next shining star.